Hello, everybody, and welcome inside the Nick Smith Center for tonight's game. We've got an audio test here as the warm-ups are underway. Arnprior Rivermen taking on the Manotick Mariners. Puck drop will be shortly after 7:30. Audio test number 2 inside the Nick Smith Center as we get set for tonight's game between the Arnprior Rivermen and the Manotick Mariners. Hello, everyone, and welcome inside the Nick Smith Center for tonight's EOSHL action on the RA Sports Network between the Arnprior Rivermen and the Manotick Mariners. My name is Ryan Woods, and I'll have the call for tonight's game as the 8-8 Arnprior Rivermen look to take down the Capital Division leading Manotick Mariners in the fourth and final meeting between these two teams in this year's regular season. The Mariners have won each of the three previous meetings between these two teams, including games by scores of 9-4, 13-4, and 8-4. So the Rivermen with a solid output, scoring 4 goals a game, but the Manotick Mariners, an offensive powerhouse, continue to double or triple up the Rivermen. It'll be a key game for the Rivermen tonight. We're going to throw things down to the ice for Old Canada, and we will be right back with Puck Drop. Well, the Arnprior Rivermen have been playing well as of late. They've won 4 of their last 6 games, although they have struggled this year against the Manotick Mariners, who have not slowed down. The 12-3-1 Capital Division leading Mariners have won 4 in a row, including 4 of their last 5 games. Their last defeat came in December against the Pogon Falls Rapids, who have only won 4 games in their 17 contests this season. So that being said, any team could possibly upset the Mariners, and the Rivermen are hoping to do that tonight as they look to clinch a home ice advantage in the first round playoff opportunity. The puck is dropped and we are underway. Halford has it behind the Riverman net and a nice stick handle to get out from behind the Riverman net. He feeds it out to center ice. It's turned over to Tam, out to center ice for Ryan Lau, across the blue line, pass to the wing, and Gustafson's shot is stopped by Oberoi. Skating it out is Jacob Victor. He passes up the left wing, and it's knocked back out to center ice for Victor. Victor plays it in, and it's knocked down by Gustafson. A toe drag attempt by Johnson is broken up by the Mariners. Henry across the blue line lets a shot go. It bounces into the near corner. It's tipped up the boards where Desbiens will keep it in. And he plays it down low. Backhand pass back out to the left face-off circle. And Reum's pass knocked off a skate back out to center ice. Good body positioning by Power to break up that pass along the offensive blue line. Now the Rivermen look to force the turnover in the offensive zone. Power has it in the far corner. He shrugs off a check and throws it out in front. Opportunity from the circle, and it's a right kick save by Berkeley-Ev, and he stops the rebound as well to get the first stoppage of play with 1:22 gone in the opening period. Let me take a look at the starting goaltending tonight for the Manotick Mariners. It's number 31, wearing number 90 tonight. He has a 7-3-1 record on the season with a .907 save percentage, 3.71 goals against average, and 1 shutout. The Rivermen with possession once again with the pass. Goes between the defense all the way back to their own end. Gagnon tries to knock it towards the net front. It bounces out to the far circle and comes over to Ryu in the near corner. Back behind the Riverman net. Riverman will try to connect with McMahon at center ice. They're unable to do so. And it's played in front of the Riverman bench as Moyes was coming off. He had to be careful not to play the puck to avoid a too many men penalty. Berkeley out to play it behind the net for Gagnon. Gagnon will start the breakout on the near side. Burmaster gets it ahead. Inside the zone is Makara. Out in front, Burmaster deflects it on goal, and Oberoi makes the save. Moyes pass behind the back of Roberts. Roberts finds Halford, who's separated from the puck by Renault Vio. Halford out in front, shoots and scores! And it's now a 6-game goal-scoring streak for Alex Halford, who came in tonight with a hat trick and 4 consecutive 1-goal performances. He adds another goal to his season total, and the Rivermen have a 1-0 lead, 2:30 into the opening period. Ryan Lau down the left wing, but in the near corner, out in front, and the shot is deflected away by Oberoi. Lau behind the net, unable to catch up to the puck. The Rivermen will pass it out for Moyes, who deflects it. Icing is negated by the deflection from Moyes. Tim Cousino stick handles out from behind the Mariners net, and it's whipped across the blue line. In comes Storm Adams. Shot fake by Adams. Now bouncing puck over top of Oberoi. He comes across the crease to find the loose puck on the near side of the net. Renovio's shot is deflected by Storm Adams. It comes back to the far point, and it's deflected in front. We have a stoppage at the blue line. It was a late whistle, but offside called against the Mariners with 3:24 gone in the period. The starting goaltender tonight for the Rivermen is Anand Oberoi. Oberoi has a 1-1 record this season in the EOSHL with an .874 save percentage and a 6.5 goals against average. A little bit of a soundtrack to keep us going through the sequence of play in the first period. Shot thrown on net from the far corner, and a pair of saves from Berkeley to keep it a 1-goal deficit. The Mariners push the puck to the outside. Hamry with the cross corner dump in, and it's out of the reach of the league leading scorer, Johnny Sear, and back come the Rivermen 3-on-2 from the far corner out into the slot. It comes back to Kelly, who plays the puck back down low. Now makes a hit along the end boards, and the Mariners will look to break out to center ice. It's passed up to the right side, and they shouldn't score. There's Johnny Sears to tie the game. As the Rivermen go-ahead goal is being announced, the Mariners respond to the shot close side past Oberoi, and it's the 53rd point of the season for Johnny Sear, who gets the Mariners right back in it. The Rivermen scored the icebreaker in the previous meeting between these two teams on December 28th, and the Mariners would go on to win that game by a final score of 8-4. It's a positive start for the Rivermen, though, who trailed each of the first 2 meetings in this season series 5-0 before they got their first goal of the game. Rioum separated from the puck behind the net, out in front, and unable to get the shot off was McMahon. McMahon back to the point, plays it back down low. Rioum unable to make a play behind the Mariners net. It's given away by Jorson back to the Mariners, and they're able to float it out to center ice, but knocked down by Power is Burmaster, and he's slow to get back to his feet. Back in the Riverman end, the Mariners wait for Ryan Loud to enter the zone as he came off the bench to replace Burmaster, but the Rivermen were able to clear before he really got involved in the play. And in the offensive zone, Lau drops it for Burmaster. Gustafson's shot was kicked away by Oberoi. Could be an opportunity for a 2-on-1 if the Rivermen hurry. Shot from the left circle. Misses the far post. And it's kept in by Spencer Roberts. And we get a stoppage in play with 5:51 gone in the opening period. A fast pace to start as the teams are both headed down the stretch. Only 3 games remaining for the Rivermen after tonight before the playoffs. Of course, every team in the league makes the playoffs this year, with each division having a 4 versus 1 and 2 versus 3 matchup in the opening round. Lau across the blue line tries to split the knee, but it's poked off his stick by Victor, and it's sent back down to the Mariners' end for Cousino. Cousino, backhand play around the end boards to the far side for Storm Adams, who dodges a check, and he plays it back over to the near side for Cousino, who's rubbed out along the boards by Moyes. Moyes deflects it with his skate back into the Riverman end. Victor passes behind the net, and the Rivermen break it right through the middle of center ice. Alford with a shot blocker side, and it bounced in the air, but the Mariners were able to catch a break. It was an optical illusion. It had me thinking the puck was going towards the net. And it's knocked down by Ashton. Centering pass, and a shot and a kick save. And it unable to find it on the back door. It was Joe Keenan who's playing in his 4th game for the Rivermen, 2 points in his first games. Former North Dundas Rocket. Fleming gets it deep in the Mariners' end, and it's swept around the boards by Cousino. Pass doesn't connect with Sear. The Rivermen floated into the near corner. Nacita tries to seal off the puck along the near boards. Sear will stick handle and pass it over to the right wing. Mariners across the blue line. Desbian finds Sear on his backhand, who looks to center it. Out of the far corner, out in front, it deflects off Oberoi and hits the side of the net. Now Matt Denis, behind the Riverman goal, plays it out towards the blue line. And a nice soft pass to connect with Halford, who evades a couple of Mariners players at center ice. And what a great play to find Johnny Kite coming up the right side. Kite gets it deep around the boards. Battle in the far corner. The Mariners push it ahead, but it dies in the high slot. Nacita will throw it on goal. It's a glove save for Berkley-Ev, who hangs on with 8:02 gone in the period. Some notable names out of the lineup tonight for the Rivermen include the leading scorer, Connor Noonan, as well as Nolan McGregor, Andrew Cuglietta, and Justin Felleber, not in tonight's game. Face-off coming up to the right of Berkley-Ev. Pass behind the net, received by Tam. Hamry up the left side. Dodges Halford and gets the puck deep. Oberoi plays it around the boards. Desbian cycles it down low. Hamry plays it back up the half wall. The Rivermen battling in the far corner. Burmaster on the forecheck. Hamry comes in to help out. Not much movement. Hamry looks to battle the puck out of the corner. It's poked back down low by Johnson. The Burmaster back to the point. Dennison across for Tam. Tam shoots off the post. He had Oberoi going crisscross and nearly tucked it in off the far post, but Oberoi had the angle covered just enough to force Tam to shoot it off the post. And now McMahon with an opportunity off the glove of Berkley-Ev. Save is made, and the Mariners with an opportunity to clear. Gagnon makes a move around McMahon to the backhand, another move around Johnson, and now it's turned over behind the defense, knocked away from McMahon. A great recovery by Gagnon, and the shot from a far circle comes through the crease off the near boards. Back out Gagnon with another opportunity to clear. This time, backhand passes once again knocked down, but this time it comes outside the blue line, and bringing it back in was Power. The play was offside as we approach the midway point of the opening period. to my knowledge, there's not too many of the top players out of the lineup tonight for the visiting Mariners. They've got a super strong team and some of the best players in the league, including Johnny Sear, Trent Gustafson, and Greg Burmaster, all in the lineup tonight. And of course, already one goal coming from Johnny Sear to tie the game earlier in the period. Rium plays it up the far boards. Bank pass off the boards for Brian Lau. Lau with some speed, splits the knee to the forehand, and he's stopped by Oberoi with 10:01 remaining in the period. Of course, Anand Oberoi only playing his third game of the season for the Rivermen. He was playing some pro hockey earlier in the season in Australia. His most recent game was against Manotick on December 28th, where he allowed 8 goals on 44 shots. That was a big save here early in tonight's game. Battle down low, Storm Adams ties up his man, but the Rivermen were able to play it out to center ice. Moyes gets knocked away from the puck, and Rium will stick handle into the near corner. He's unable to clear. It's poked ahead. We're not able to get past Halford. Another opportunity for the Mariners. And the stretch pass attempt is broken up. It's inside the blue line. Moyes plays it, looking to find a teammate in the slot. Intercepted. Wraparound attempt. And it deflects off the stick of Berkeley. A one-time effort by the Rivermen is turned aside as Rium comes across to take the shooting lane away. It's kept in at the far point by McDonough. Over to the left circle. Halford unable to get the shot off. As Storm Adams comes over, Halford is robbed by Berkliev. Spinning slap shot attempt deflects to the far corner. Bouncing puck into the crease off the left leg of Berkliev. And it's played out towards the blue line. The first penalty call is coming as Johnny Kite touched up. We'll have to see what the call will be. High sticking against the Rivermen. Moyes goes to the box, and it's the first power play opportunity of tonight's game for either team. The Mariners, with 15 power play goals on the season, a 24.2% success rate with the man advantage, is the 7th best in the EOSHL. But we're not going to get to take a look at the power play for the Mariners, as that's a very quick call against the Mariners. 4 seconds into the power play, we'll get to see some 4-on-4 as it is a tripping call against Ryan Lau. So now the Mariners 15 for 64 on the man advantage this season. And we get to see some 4-on-4 for the next 1 minute, 56 seconds, barring any other penalties. Tam off the face-off, plays it behind the Mariners' net. Some extra space out there for Sear, who enters the offensive zone. It's knocked down by McMahon with what appeared to be a high stick. However, it was not called, and the Mariners recover the puck, and Gustafson skates it back out to center ice. It's dropped to Sear, and Sear has Gustafson up the left side, played just onside. Gustafson receives it on the backhand and advances the puck down low. It's a race to the puck in the corner. Unable to poke it past Sear. Sear behind the net. Shoots. He finds Dennison down low. Out into the slot. Tam slides it towards the net. It's a kick save for Oberoi. Then back on the Rivermen 3-on-3. Across the blue line. McMahon made a move. He was knocked to the ice. It looked like his move nearly put the play offside, but the play is allowed to continue. While Fusey banks it down low with the right circle, unable to pull the trigger. It was Power who mishandled the puck. He was in a nice position to get a decent shot off. Just not able to do so. Rium stick handles through center ice. Unable to connect on the pass with Burmaster. It's still inside the offensive zone. Hamry receives it. The Rivermen are calling that there would have been a hand pass. The Mariners leave possession up to the Rivermen. So play continues. Berkeley out to play it. Nearly gave it away, but it ricocheted off the Riverman shin pad. Wafusey keeps it in at the right point. You see it out in front. Quick shot attempt on net is stopped by Berkeley out. Quick power play opportunity for the Rivermen. And now both teams are back to even strength. It's a race down the right side. Back on defense is Wafusey. The puck trickles towards the net. Another penalty call coming up against the Rivermen as Wafusey touches up. It's going to be a holding call. And now, after all of that 4-on-4 action, we will get to see the second power play opportunity of the game for the Mariners. And for the Mariners, hopefully this one lasts more than 4 seconds. The Riverman penalty kill entered tonight's game at 79.7%. That's the 6th best penalty kill in the EOSHL. Off the draw, Desbiens shoots and scores! Well, this one only lasted 7 seconds, but not because they took a penalty, because they found the back of the net. And it's Jonathan Desbiens who finds the top corner to give the Mariners their first lead of the game. And this is a really big telling moment for the Rivermen, how they're going to respond to that goal, as whenever they've surrendered the lead against these Mariners in the first 3 meetings, the Mariners have been able to run away with it. But the Rivermen have been playing 50-50 hockey so far tonight. So they just need to have a good response to giving up that go-ahead goal to match the pace of the Mariners and stay in this game. Plow took a hard crash into the end boards. The Rivermen will get some fresh bodies on the ice with 6:14 left to play in the opening period. Battle off the draw. It's knocked outside the blue line by Moyes. Gustafsson re-enters the offensive zone. He drops the shoulder, carries it behind the net on the backhand, turns and throws it off the side of the net. Race to the far corner. Mariners with possession. The far hash marks. It comes back to the blue line. Cross point pass. Cousineau's shot missed off the side of the net. And the Rivermen collect the rebound. And Gustafsson makes the hit to force the turnover. Storm Adams throws it across the ice off the boards. It's poked ahead by Cousineau, but onto the stick of Halford. Halford finds a pass up to Moyes. Moyes 1-on-1. And he's stripped of the puck on the back check by by Renaud Viol. Matt Denis gets it ahead. Also not in the lineup tonight for the Rivermen is Alderic Denis. The puck bounces off the skate of Makara. Makara gets the puck back, and he plays it ahead for Burmaster up the left wing. He's caught on the back check. Riverman with the stick lift, and it is tied up. We thought Power draws the hooking penalty, and the Mariners touch up as Makara touches up, and now we'll get to see the first full power play opportunity of the game for the Rivermen. Of course, the previous opportunity was only 4 seconds at the tail end of some 4-on-4 action. So now the Rivermen power play, 15 for 79 on the season, operating at 19%, ranks 13th in the EOSHL. They haven't had as much success on the power play as some of the high-flying teams, but they've still been able to produce at a reasonable rate. And an opportunity to tie the game here as they have a shot from the far point, and it's a glove save for Berkeley, who had to reach out nearly in the splits to make the save in the low corner shot attempt. Oberoi sets it up for Sato. Sato passes ahead. Halford brings it around the boards. Berkeley races out to play it, and he sends it the length of the ice. He had to be quick with it as the Riverman power play nearly able to steal the puck from him, but quick hands by Berkeley to get that one out and down the ice and kill some time off this power play. Johnson really turned it over to Sear, but the Rivermen recover in the slot. Alford shoots. He's stopped by Berkeley. The rebound out to the left circle. Pass down low. The Rivermen will skate it up high. Alford's shot through some traffic, dies in front. And a pass attempt through the crease. Sear unable to clear as he fanned on the clearing opportunity. Shot from the right circle is stopped by Berkeley off the shot from Johnson with 45 seconds remaining in the penalty to Burmaster. 3:21 remaining in the first period. The Rivermen still only trailing by one. Face off to the left this time of Berkeley was won by the Rivermen. Pass down low to the corner for Power. The Mariners almost found Gustafson at the blue line for a breakaway opportunity. And the penalty on that with Gustafson right at the doorstep. And the puck was not covered yet by Oberoi, and Gustafson was up there trying to dig it loose. You got to make that hit, but he's charged for cross-checking, so I suppose that he didn't lead the hit with his shoulder. He reached out with his stick and got Gustafson, so he definitely had to make the hit, but he gets called for a cross-check, and now we get a little bit more of 4-on-4 action. Joe Keenan sent to the box. It's now a power play opportunity. 1 for 2 so far with the power play tonight. And that's only with 11 seconds of power play time. Stolen by the Rivermen. It's stopped by Berkeley off the shot from Bird. Drop pass by Dennison. Sear carries it into the offensive zone. Martini tries to knock it along the end boards. The puck bounced up in the air. It's kept alive by the Mariners. Dennison along the blue line, plays it down low. Saito spins and clears at the length of the ice. Berkeley passes it out to the offensive blue line. And you got to notice Berkeley not afraid to handle the puck, and he is really good at it. That was a crisp tape-to-tape pass. Nearly 150 feet off the ice. Berkeley out once again. Lau drops it for Rium. Poke check attempt by Oberoi. Bouncing puck behind the net is settled down by Lau. Pass out to the right circle. The Mariners walk in. They try to shoot one top corner. It's off the shoulder of Oberoi and comes all the way back out to center ice with 10 seconds left of power play time. Dennison passes ahead to Rium. Rium tries to make a move. He loses the puck. Out of the box is Keenan. And the Rivermen are back to even strength. Mariners 1 for 3 with the power play. Burmaster behind it on his backhand. Plays it back down low for Makara. Stolen back by the Rivermen. In the final minute of play in the first period. Pass ahead looking for McMahon. It's intercepted by Roy. Halford stripped to the puck by Hamry, but it comes back to Halford. Halford with 22 seconds left and played ahead. 5 seconds left. McMahon's shot is stopped. Right pad save for Berkeley. And the puck is knocked out to center ice as time expires in the first period. It's a 2-1 Mariners lead after 20 minutes of play. a back and forth first period with nearly playoff-like pace, and that's not a bad opening 20 minutes for the Rivermen against this Mariners team who has really outplayed them so far in the meetings between these two teams this series. However, tonight's game was a lot more evenly matched. Oberoi made some big saves, and the Rivermen opened the scoring. Of course, the Mariners have answered with consecutive goals to take a 2-1 lead. The power play goal being the difference so far. The Rivermen 0 for 2 with the man advantage. The Mariners 1 for 3 on the power play. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard.
There's none. It's just us.
The lone game in the EOSHL tonight we're watching between the Rivermen and Mariners, so we'll take a look at the other games going on this weekend. Tomorrow, the Deseronto Bulldogs will take on the Tweed Oil Kings. The South Stormont Mustangs will play the South Grenville Rangers. And the Prongham Falls Rapids will take on the Glengarry Pipers. The Gananoque Islanders will take on the Westport Lumberjacks. And the Smiths Falls Ritos will take on the Frontenac Phantoms. And then we will be back here on Sunday for the Rivermen against the North Dundas Rockets. Of course, the league-leading, undefeated 16-0 North Dundas Rockets defeated the Rivermen 6-2 last weekend. There's been a lot more far lopsided games this season for the Rockets than they had against the Rivermen last weekend. Only a 4-goal deficit. The Rivermen held their own to keep the game close for the most part, and they'll have another opportunity on home ice this Sunday to hand the Rockets their first defeat of the season. Of course, nobody did expect that to happen. The Rockets have been nearly undefeated each of the past 3 seasons. They're just such a powerhouse. But you gotta love an underdog story. You never know. There was an overtime game they went to this season where they held on and just narrowly avoided their first defeat of the season. So that's why you play the games. You love to see any team give themselves an opportunity to earn a huge upset, and that's what we're looking forward to on Sunday. You're watching the Rivermen against the Manotick Mariners, and the score is 2-1 Mariners after 20 minutes of play. We will be back with the call for the second period following the first intermission. everyone, and welcome back inside the Nick Smith Center for second period USHL action on the RA Sports Network. I'm Ryan Woods, and it's a 2-1 Mariners lead after 20 minutes of play. As we take a look at the first period scoring summary, Alex Alford opened the scoring with assists to Spencer Roberts and Adrian Moyes. At 17:31, Jonathan Sear tied it with assists to Liam Dennison and Jonathan Desbiens at 15:36. Jonathan Desbiens gave the Mariners the lead at 6:25 with assists to Ryan Lowe and Liam Dennison as Oberoi makes a save 11 seconds into the second period. First period shots on goal were 17-9 in favor of the Rivermen. The Mariners 1 for 3 on the power play. The Rivermen 0 for 2. As we start the second period, full strength, 5-on-5 face-off inside the Rivermen end is won by the Rivermen. It's played off the boards. Johnson gets it ahead to Halford, who plays it up the right side. Victor across the blue line. Drops it to Nasita. His shot high, blockered out of play by Berkleyev, who stopped 16 of 17 shots in the opening period. Berkleyev already with one win against the Rivermen this season, stopping 50 of 54 shots in a 9-4 win that came back on October 19th in the first meeting between these two teams this season. 30 seconds gone in the second period. Collision along the far boards. Hamry gets it into the offensive zone. And there's a penalty coming up against the Mariners as it's touched up by Hamry. Roughing is the call. With 42 seconds gone in the second period, it'll be the third power play opportunity of the game for the Rivermen. Hamry will go to the box for the Mariners. And I said at the end of the first period that it felt like the Rivermen really kept place and made it 50-50 in the first period, but they earned more than 66% of the shot attempts. They outshot the Mariners with 17 shots on goal and got a tremendous amount of high danger opportunities. And an opportunity there for a deflection in front is stopped by Berkleyev. The puck is pulled loose behind the net. Pass back to the point is broken up by Gagnon, who tried to connect with Desbiens, with Burmaster, unable to connect, and back come the Rivermen. 3-on-2 across the blue line. Around the boards, Johnson receives it in the near corner, and it deflects back to Halford. Saito down low. Pass attempt is broken up. A sprawling effort by Tam to take it away. And now a short-handed opportunity for Gagnon down the left side. His shot is stopped by Oberoi. Oberoi comes out to play it away from Burmaster. It's played down low. 50 seconds left in the penalty to Hamry. It's received by Power off his skate. He skates back and turns up ice. It's poked away by Sear. Sear to Adams in front, and he's robbed by Oberoi. Storm Adams comes in and he says, I'm going to try to storm your castle. Arnprior short-handed opportunity, but an and Oberoi says, not today. 2:03 into the second period, and the best opportunity on this power play comes to the Mariners, and now it's going to be another penalty call to make it 4-on-4 once again. A slashing penalty coming up against the Rivermen. To McMahon with 31 seconds left in the penalty to Hamry. So the Rivermen now 0 for 3 with the man advantage, and after 31 seconds, the Mariners will get their fourth opportunity of the game. Face-off in the Riverman end is won by the Mariners. Dennison's shot is deflected by Gustafson on goal. Oberoi makes the save. Tam down low. Plays it back to the point. Dennison's shot is deflected. Oberoi makes a stick save. Seated on his hands, he's able to stop the shot attempt. Gustafson back to Tam. Across to the left circle. Dennison walks in, out in front. Shot opportunity once again. Oberoi reaching in the air with his gloved hand. Gustafson back to the right circle. Sear plays it across. Desbien now with the man advantage. Sear over to the right circle for Lau. Lau passes back to Dennison. Over the left point for Sear. Down to the goal line. Shot attempt from a bad angle. Oberoi had the far post covered in the RVH. Gustafson on goal. Oberoi makes the save down in the butterfly, and he finds the puck to get the stoppage in play. With 55 seconds remaining in the penalty to McMahon. 3:16 gone in the second period, and the Rivermen already with 4 penalties in the game. We haven't even reached the midway point yet. They haven't agreed with some of these calls that have gone against them. However, with the standards that have been set by the officials tonight, you need to play disciplined to keep things 5-on-5 and not give the Mariners any opportunity to extend their lead. Desbien into the right circle, plays it back to Gustafson. Gustafson drops it to Dennison over the left circle. Sear gives it away, and it's an easy clear for Bird, who sends it the length of the ice. Berkliev is out to play it. He gets it ahead to Sear. Across the blue line. It's called offside on the far side, and the face-off will come back outside with 25 seconds remaining for the Mariners' power play opportunity. Henry comes off the bench to join the power play. It's won by the Rivermen. Bird has the puck caught up in the feet of the linesman. Rium makes a pass across the blue line. Shot from outside the left circle is steered aside by Oberoi. Shot attempt came off the stick of Henry. Went out of play. 11 seconds left of power play opportunity. Late change here for the Mariners. See if their centerman will get thrown on the face-off. I guess not. Guess that late change by the visitors. No problem with that for the officials, and play continues. Comes around the boards. And McClara gave Roberts a shot from behind. Halford enters the offensive zone. His shot received the deflection off the end boards and threw it on goal. Berkliev was able to make the save. Mariners now 1 for 4 with the main advantage as the Rivermen are back to even strength. Halford, who had the goal in the first period for the Rivermen, trying to create something out of nothing, and good creative play to receive his own shot attempt off the end boards and get it on goal. Face-off is won. Moyes' backhand pass attempt to the left circle deflects to the outside boards. Then Mattany deflects a pass attempt away from Gustafson. Mattany goes D to D in the Riverman end. Renault VO unable to get the puck deep. The Rivermen send it back in. Storm Adams receives the drop pass at center ice. Across the blue line. Pulls it to the backhand and drops it on the forehand to Gustafson. He plays it back to Cousino. Opportunity from the left circle is stopped by Oberoi, who comes out to the tip of the blue paint to take away as much net as possible. And that's a strong positional save. And once again, no rebound from Oberoi with 5:01 gone in the second period. Face-off will be inside the Riverman end. It's won by the Mariners. Sear swings it down low. Dennison will pinch to keep the play alive. He's unable to get the pass back to Hamry, and the Rivermen clear it out. Victor will turn with it. And once again, some music difficulties from the timekeeper's area. It's good to keep everyone on their toes. An effort to separate the player from the puck, and it's past Seidel by the length of the ice. Icing is waved off. Riverman questioning why it was waved off, and now the Mariners with an opportunity from the left circle. Oberoi makes the save. Rebound comes behind the goal line, and it's past Dennison all the way back down to Berkleyev. With a quick pass ahead. Dennison back to play it behind the Mariners' net. At the left wing, cutting across center. Burmaster, drop hand pass attempt to Sear. Sear cycles him around the boards. Backhand pass attempt by Burmaster. It's broken up by the Rivermen. Makar comes in to try to help out, but the Rivermen are able to pull the puck out of the battle. We get the cross corner dump in. Roy gets it around the boards and falling while attempting to clear it. That allows Keenan to re-enter the zone out in front. Johnson, shot attempt is broken up by the Mariners at the last moment. Makara spinning with it. Backhand pass as he's knocked to the ice. And it's intercepted by Nasita. And it deflects back to the Mariners, who sweep the puck deep into the Riverman end. Pass out to center ice. Nasita fires it in. Berkleyev steers it to the far corner. Johnson had it whacked away from him. Bouncing puck out. Makara gets a return feed. And Halford sandwiches him along the boards, but a good recovery by Makara to find the puck, and he skates it back out to center ice to create some separation. And the Mariners are able to send the puck back in with 7:42 gone in the second period. Icing is waved off once again by the linesman. With some speed through center ice, Gustafson fakes the shot, pass to the left circle. Shot is stopped by Oberoi off the stick of Ryan Lau. Juggled it for a moment, but once again, no juicy rebound, just a nice save off the shot, coming in off the rush, and able to stop it once again for defense's own faceoff. A shot attempt by Gustafson is steered aside by Oberoi. Centering pass attempt is kept to the outside. Storm Adams looks to center it for Hamry, and the shot deflects out of play. It's actually Gustafson whose shot deflected out of play. Face off one right back to the blue line, and racing to keep it in was Renault Vio. And now Lau over to Gustafson. He tried to shoot back against the grain as Oberoi was coming across the crease. Storm Adams unable to receive the pass in front. Cousino keeps it in. It's knocked over to the far corner. Gustafson down low. Keeps the play going. And it's poked past Storm Adams. Bird unable to get past Gustafson. The play is just onside. Bird with another clearing opportunity. Gets it out. Cousino is back as icing is called against the Rivermen with 9:01 gone in the middle frame. Only the second time seeing the Mariners here at the Nick Smith Center this season, and I gotta say, I don't mind their road uniforms. They're just a clean white and black and nice Maritimes themed logo with the anchor and the M. And I'm a big fan of the alliteration with the Manotick and Mariners. Overall, not a bad setup. Backhand saucer pass into the slot. Dennison down low to the right circle. And it comes down low to Desbien. And the Rivermen break out. Bird gets to center ice and gets the puck deep. Berkeley-Ev out to play it. He passes to the defense. And it's a tripping call coming up as Sear got taken down with some speed through center ice. A little bit of hang time on that one, and Spencer Roberts knew it immediately. That's not one you even attempt to argue. However, this will be the fifth power play opportunity of the game for the Mariners. And although the Rivermen penalty kills have done a decent job so far, limiting them to one goal, another opportunity for the Mariners to extend the lead. Right face-off circle, comes back to the point. Dennison over the left circle, back fakes the one-time shot, throws it on goal. No traffic in front of Oberoi. He's able to make the save and hang on. Good effort from the Rivermen penalty killers to limit the traffic in front of Oberoi. The far end of the ice. Berkeley-Ev is just trying to stay warm. Haven't been many shot attempts by the Rivermen this period. We're now past the midway point of the period. There is able to get around Halford. Sear from the right point passes to Dennison. Dennison back to Sear, who trades places with Dennison. Sear from the left circle walks in behind the net, passes out to Lau, but unable to connect on the pass. The Rivermen were able to clear the puck the length of the ice. And off comes Jorson for some fresh penalty killers. Gustafson now weaves his way through the middle. Behind the Rivermen net. Gustafson hangs on to it. One full lap complete. He drops it off to Dennison, who plays it over to the right circle. Sear comes back to the point. Pass down low. Lau up high for Dennison. Dennison back to Lau at the right circle, across the slot to the left circle. Sear's shot is stopped. Another penalty call coming up against the Rivermen as Oberoi makes the save. It's going to be a slashing call with 39 seconds left in the penalty to Roberts. It will be just over half a minute of 5-on-3 power play opportunity for the Mariners. And the Rivermen parade to the penalty box continues. Matt Denis plays it off the glass, but it's kept in by Ryu. Pass over to the left point. Gustafson works the give and go from the far corner. Hamry's shot was blocked. 23 seconds left in the Roberts penalty. Ryu passes down low. Hamry out to Gustafson. Gustafson pass is off the foot of Bird. The Rivermen are unable to clear. Ryu over to Gustafson. Gustafson skates back with it. He drops it for Ryu. Ryu down low. Burmaster to Hamry. It's broken up. We're back to 5-on-4. And it comes outside the blue line. The Rivermen kill off another penalty. And already 50 seconds gone in the penalty to Nguafuzi. With 8 minutes remaining in the second period, the Mariners might be getting to get a little frustrated with the lack of success on the man advantage. Riverman got away with one there. There could have been an interference call. The Mariners bench was calling for it, but play will remain 5-on-4. Halford steals the puck and plays it out to center ice. It's knocked away from Roberts by Rio. 32 seconds up to power play time. Burmaster's shot is way high off the glass. He catches up to his own rebound and carries it back to the point. Burmaster, some nice crossovers, tries to play it between the legs of the Riverman player. Saito, and the play is offside as Sear comes back across the blue line with 13 seconds left in the Riverman penalty kill. And the Rivermen now 13 seconds away from killing off the fourth consecutive Mariners power play, who scored 7 seconds into their second opportunity of the game. However, with 7 minutes remaining in this period, the Rivermen don't appear to have the legs to match the Mariners at this point in the game. We'll need to build some momentum. Gustafson backhand pass attempt goes through the crease to the far corner. The Rivermen are back to even strength. Pass attempt out in front, and it's a goal for Storm Adams to make it a 3-1 Mariners lead. And you got to remember, Adams was denied earlier in the period on the shorthanded breakaway opportunity. And a great one-time effort all along the slot. A lot of net to shoot at. Able to beat Oberoi. It's an even strength goal after the power play had expired. But as I alluded to, the Rivermen just don't appear to have the legs right now. That's what will happen to you when you've played shorthanded for nearly half of the game. Jorson looks to play it ahead. Here comes McMahon. Shot from outside the right circle. It's back to the left point. Keenan down low. McMahon into the slot. One-time shot. And the Richmond can't work back. It's tie power to make it 3-2 with 6:09 remaining in the second period. Just minutes after giving up the 3-1 goal, the Rivermen find the spark they need to keep this game close. Broom back to Cousino. Pass through the middle is deflected into the offensive zone. Sears' shot is stopped by Oberoi, and it's chipped off the glass into the high slot. Racing after it is Hamring, who hammers it off the end boards, and it deflects behind the net. Backhand pass by Sear out in front looking for Hamring, and it's kept away by the Rivermen. We have the puck out of play with 5:40 remaining in the second period. Once again, the heavy majority of play this period has been in the Rivermen end. However, the deficit remains at 1. Pass comes outside the blue line. Renault VO plays it ahead to Sear, who looks to gather some speed. His pass is unable to connect with Desbiens, and icing is called against the Mariners. Holford set for the face-off on the near side. It's won by the Mariners. Renaud Viol plays it over to Cousino. The pass once again unable to connect with Desbiens. So for the second time, icing call against the Mariners. Alfred will once again try to win this faceoff on a strong side, but Sear once again wins it cleanly. It's a giveaway in front, though. Roberts unable to get the shot off, not enough time to take advantage of the turnover, and now Desbienne on the backhand finds Cousino in the high slot. His shot off the glass, it's knocked into the net, but it's with a high stick by Sear, and it's waved off immediately. Good hand-eye coordination to knock it into the net, but just a little bit too high. Roy off the face-off. Gets it across to Reum. Reum back to Makara. His shot deflects out of play with 4:50 remaining. And who knows, maybe that could turn out to be the turning point of the game right after Rivermen pull themselves back to within one goal. The Mariners with an opportunity to take a 4-2 lead. However, the patience wasn't quite there. Had he waited another half a second, delayed penalty call this time coming up against the Mariners as they touch up. And some more discussion as Ashton comes in and dropping his gloves is Roy and Ashton. It's going to be a fight between Brett Ashton and Lucas Roy. A couple of rights by Ashton, but Roy keeps throwing them. Ashton returning the favor, and he takes down Roy. It's right back up, and there's Roy with a couple of shots. They're right in front of the bench, and they're both exhausted. Ashton gives Roy a tap on the head. And that brings both benches to life. With less than 5 minutes in the period, Ashton and Roy will both go to the locker room. Now let's raise the stakes in a regular season game in the final few weeks of the season. It is unlikely that these teams will face each other in the playoffs, given the format. The Mariners will finish first overall in the Capital Division. If the Rivermen win their series against the Pontiac Senior Comets, they will cross over and face the top seed team in the Seaway Division in the second round, which will likely be a North Dundas. Whereas the Mariners will face the winner of the 2 versus 3 matchup in the Seaway Division, which will likely be the South Stormont Mustangs versus either the South Grenville Rangers or Glengarry Pipers, who are tied at 9 points apiece. Centering pass back to the point, and it's an opportunity in front. Roberts gets it in, and 9 seconds into the power play opportunity, the Rivermen even the score with 4:28 remaining in the second period. It's Spencer Roberts who finds the back of the net, And the Rivermen with some momentum now after several penalty kills. Ashton drops the gloves with Roy to give them some fresh life. And we have a new game. Lau into the offensive zone, and his shot was out of play after the play was offside. The Riverman bench saying, whoa, that was a late shot. I don't think it was necessarily too late, nothing egregious. But after what has transpired in the last 2 minutes, everyone's a little sensitive. Another battle off the face-off. It comes back to Dennison. Saucer pass over. And it's going to be icing against the Mariners as Tam thought he had connected on the pass to get at least a deflection to negate the icing, but that was not the case. Face-off will come back down to the Mariners' end with 4:10 remaining in the period. And as I was saying, unlikely these teams will face in the playoffs, but with it being the 4th meeting of their season series, they've already played each other enough times this season that it's as if it is a playoff series within the regular season. Power into the far corner, pins his man Tam along the boards. And the puck comes out, kicked over to the far boards. Lau has it deflect out to center ice. Power waits for Jorson to get back on side. Sear settles it down. He wheels through center ice, plays it to the outside for Gustafsson. Gustafsson, one hand, backhand pass attempt. Rubens Priest comes back to the point for Cousineau. Cousineau carries it down low. Gustafsson out in front. Misses Sear with the pass. Sear races to keep it in at the left point. Sear's shot towards the net. Dips into the near corner. Renault Vio unable to keep it in. He's forced back out to center ice. And the Rivermen able to force the turnover. Boys off the bench hoping for the centering pass, but the Mariners are able to recover with 2:50 remaining in the period. Pass out to center ice. Into the offensive zone. Saito plays it on goal. Oberoi forced to make a save. He wasn't expecting it, obviously. Didn't even react. It just hit Oberoi in the pad. And now the Mariners looking to capitalize on some miscommunication. Oberoi makes the save off the rush. Halford ahead for Roberts. He's unable to get inside the Mariners' end. Hamry floats the puck in for Keenan. Burmaster, backhand pass. Desbienne give and go with Burmaster. Shot blocked. Victor falls, but it's turned over to Hamry, and it's played away from Desbienne in the slot. With 1:55 left in the period, Moyes enters the offensive zone. Drops it for Halford. Halford looking for Mattany in the slot. Moyes on the backhand, plays it to the far corner. Unable to get the shot on net. And it's past Kelly, back out to center ice. The Rivermen are back on side. Sear floats it ahead for Burmaster. Saucer pass. Makara plays it for Sear, but it's offside at the Rivermen blue line with 1:27 remaining in the period. Lots of excitement here in the middle period, and with just under 90 seconds remaining in the period, both teams will look to finish strong and take momentum into the second intermission. Tight takes a hit and gives Sear a little shove in the side of the head. Battle along the far boards. Ryu enters the offensive zone, and it deflects off Kite on goal. Oberoi able to get a stoppage in play with 1:06 remaining. Face off on the far side. And Nisita unable to pull it out of the face-off circle, but Halford's able to pass it ahead, and it's knocked away from Halford by Reum, I believe. Berkliev out to play it once again around the boards. Turned over to Johnson. Johnson into the slot, but it's knocked away from Halford by Reum, and unable to connect on the pass with Lau was Reum. Icing called against the Mariners. Now 44 seconds left in the period. Another opportunity for the Rivermen late in the second period with the offense's zone face-off to generate a late scoring chance. Halford wins the draw back to Sato. Sato's shot is blocked in front. Nisita reaches for it. Spinning shot on goal, and Berkliev makes the save through the screen from Halford. And that only took 8 seconds off the clock. 36 seconds remaining in the period. A late surge from the Rivermen to lose the face-off. Storm Adams bouncing puck knocked down in the slot. Nisita once again. Johnson in front tries to go short side shelf. Unable to get it past Berkliev. Now in front of the net. Lau passes ahead. And the Mariners will just get the puck deep. Guafuzzi behind the net. He's held up. Tries to draw a penalty. Johnson with 6 seconds remaining goes to the backhand. He drops it. Nisita's shot hits a skate. And the Mariners will clear it to the point as time expires. A thrilling second period of play sees the Mariners take a 3-1 lead. But the Rivermen storm back to tie the game at 3 after 40 minutes of play. Once again, no out-of-town scores tonight. This is the only game in the league for the EOSHL. So we look at the second period summary. Second period shots on goal, 15-7 in favor of the Mariners, bringing us to an even 24 shots apiece after 40 minutes play. And Storm Adams gave the Mariners the 3-1 lead, but thanks to goals from Ty Power and Spencer Roberts on the power play, the Rivermen have tied the game, giving us a stage set for the third period. Either team with an opportunity to win. The Rivermen looking for their first win of the season against the Mariners. Can they do it? We will find out. We'll be back with the call for the third period following the second intermission on the RA Sports Network. everyone, and welcome back inside the Nick Smith Center for third period AOSHL action on the RA Sports Network. I'm Ryan Woods, and it is a 3-3 tie after 40 minutes of play as we take a look at the second period scoring summary. Storm Adams gave Manotick a 3-1 lead with 6:45 remaining in the second period. Assists to Brett Gustafson and Corey Tam, but that wasn't it for the Rivermen. The Rivermen were able to respawn as they made it 3-2 with a goal from Ty Power at 6:09 with assists to Dylan McMahon and Braden Jorson before tying it on the power play with 4:28 remaining. Goal from Spencer Roberts, assists to Dan Johnson and Max Sato. A total of 4 goals scored in a span of 1 minute and 1 minute and 57 seconds. You don't get 4 goals any quicker than that. Second period shots on goal, 15-8 in favor of the Mariners, bringing the total for tonight's game 24 shots apiece. The Mariners 1 for 6 with the man advantage. The Rivermen 1 for 4. We will begin the third period at full strength. Ashton is in the box for the Rivermen. However, not in the box for the Mariners is Lucas Roy, who was his counterpart in the second period fight. I don't see that he's on the bench either. The Riverman asking if there should be someone in the box to serve it for him, but since it was a fighting major, it's not necessary. And we are underway in the third period as the Mariners win the faceoff. Dennison across to Tam. Tam gets it over to the right wing for Gustafson. Gustafson plays it through the crease into the near corner. Lau plays it behind the net. It hits the side of the net. Lau with a shot stopped by Oberoi. And we get a stoppage 31 seconds into the third period. A quick shot to start the period for the Mariners, and Ashton is out of the penalty box after serving his 5-minute fighting major. He's fired up. And the Rivermen with an opportunity to earn their 9th win of the season. Face off won by the Mariners. Tam plays it around the boards. Desbian chips it down low to Hamry, and it's turned over in the slot. Floated out to center ice. A race for it. Jorson in. Out to play it as Berkeley out. Away from Jorson. Center ice. It's played ahead by Storm Adams. Jorson tried to knock it back into the Mariners' end. Dennison comes down the left side. His shot hits Oberoi. He makes the save up against the near post. Hamry out in front, shoots and scores. Turnover behind the Riverman net. The centering pass. Hamry all alone in front, beats Oberoi with the one-timer and gives the Mariners a 4-3 lead, 1:04 into the third period. And that's the offense that can kill you. The Mariners waste no time to take the lead here in the third period. And Wafusey plays it ahead. It's knocked away from Pulford. Wafusey drops it back. That clearing pass attempt hits Desbiens. Keenan. Backhand pass to Halford. Halford goes behind the back to get the puck out to center ice. Halford tries to go top corners, unable to beat Berkeley out. from a sharp angle. It's knocked down by Halford. Ryu plays it in. Oberoi out to play it. Wafusey up to Halford. Halford has Moyes with him. 2-on-2. Halford across the blue line tries to play it to himself. It finds Bird in the slot, but it's called a hand pass. Tough break for the Rivermen. Nearly a scoring opportunity from the high slot for Bird. However, opportunity denied via the hand pass. Ashton out to take the face off. He's beat by Burmaster. Cousino passes it ahead for Stevie Adams. And it's played around the boards past Renovio. Icing called against the Rivermen with 2:15 gone in the third period. Toss up off the face-off. Stevie Adams played it behind the boards. Comes out to center ice. Renovio back to retrieve it. His pass hard. It's over the stick of Cousino. That's out to center ice. Victor plays it back to Matt Denis. Denis unable to enter the offensive zone. It's the laid off side. Stevie Adams knocks it away from the Rivermen, and Cousino plays it up off the foot of Burmaster into the far corner for Matt Denis. Denis plays it out, looking to connect on the pass attempt with Brady Fleming, unable to do so. Icing call against the Rivermen. Brady Fleming playing in his third game tonight for the Arnprior Rivermen. Most recently played with the Arnprior Packers and Richmond Royals Junior B in the 2021-22 season. Shot is stopped with a blocker save from Oberoi, and it's knocked ahead by Bird, who's trying to beat Tam in a race to the puck. Dennison gets it ahead to Sear. Sear across the blue line. Shot. Lowell tries to bank it in off Oberoi. Another opportunity out in front, comes back to the point. Tam walks in. His shot is stopped with a left pad save from Oberoi, who's well out of the blue paint. 3:30 gone in the third period. Another opportunity for the Mariners is turned aside by Oberoi. And the Rivermen can't afford to play on their heels there. There's still 16:30 left, though. They don't need to take any unnecessary risks with lots of time left, only trailing by one. But they definitely want to play in the Mariners' end. However, play will continue with the face-off. Quick shot off the draw by Gustafson is stopped by Oberoi. As play was in the Rivermen end much of the second period. And the longer they play at this end of the ice, it's going to be the more opportunities for the Mariners to regain their 2-goal lead. Spinning shot attempt from the far circle deflects out of play. Face-off will be to the left of Oberoi. Off the face-off, the puck comes out to center ice. Ryu stick handles back into his own end. Saucer feed across to Daniel, who plays it behind Mariners net back to Ryu, who makes a move. Feeds it ahead to Storm Adams, unable to receive the pass. The Rivermen unable to re-enter the offensive zone. Desbien across the blue line. One-time shot. Spanned on. Matt Denis unable to clear. The second opportunity, the Rivermen will skate it out. Up the right wing comes Halford. Alfred has it knocked away from him. When Rivermen steal it back from down low, pass out in front, hits the body. It's over to the left circle. Out in front, not quite. And then the Rivermen can tie the game. Second goal of the game for Alex Alford, and we have a 4-4 tie. The Rivermen will not go away. 4:36 into the third period. Pass ahead to Burmaster. Across the blue line. Shot from the right circle. Misses high and goes out of play. Linesman comes over to get a new puck from the timekeeper's area. Off the draw, Victor. Plays it off the boards out to center ice. Renault VO plays it ahead to Stewie Adams. Cousineau drops it for Burmaster. Shot off the pad of Oberoi from the near corner. The Rivermen out to center ice. A possible 2-on-1 for Power and McMahon. Power puts on the brakes, hurls and shoots. Berkeley makes the save, and the Mariners float the rebound outside the blue line. Gets past Jorsten. Play is offside as Stevie Adams was inside the blue line, and the Mariners entered the zone with possession on the far side. Face off is outside the Riverman blue line. They win it. Kelly gets it out to center ice. And Kelly fires it in. It's a glove save off the shot from the center ice line. Sear collects the puck and heads through center ice. It's turned over to Moyes. Moyes just floats it back down to the Mariners' end. Mariners unable to break through center ice. Second opportunity, Dennison unable to make a play on the near side. Gustafson has it on the far side now, enters the offensive zone, and he drops it to Dennison. Lau looking for the deflection. Sear misses wide on the near side, and it bounces off the boards. Another opportunity looking for Moyes, but the pass was broken up by Dennison across the blue line. Roberts' shot, blocker save, goes out of play. With 6:22 gone in the period. Battle off the face-off, and breaking his stick off the draw was Brady Fleming. And now behind the defense is Storm Adams out into the slot. Shot by Hamry, misses. And it goes just over the glass. Would have been a nice opportunity for the Rivermen. Halford would have had an opportunity to go in and complete the hat trick had the puck not gone out of play. Some discussion with Gustafson and the official. The official making an adjustment to his helmet. Now, the official giving an explanation to the Mariners bench. It's played out to center ice. Icing is waved off. Berkeley comes out to play it away from Nasita. Around the board, Sear makes a play. Now Storm Adams up the left side, tries to drop it. He overskated the puck. And now back comes Halford, passing it ahead from the left circle. Halford one-time shot, unable to get the shot on net. And what happened there? Storm Adams tripped up Johnny Kite, whose stick went flying. It was right in front of the Mariners bench, so I couldn't quite see exactly what happened with the boards in the way. Doesn't seem like there's any ill will between Kite and Adams. Just a collision that was unexpected. 7:10 gone in the third period. Still in a 4-4 deadlock. Power to take the face off. Couple of opportunities to win it back. Losing a stick behind the net. Allows the Mariners to break out. A little bit of interference there allows Burmaster to come in. His shot rings the outside of the bar and goes out of play. A nice pick by the Mariners to allow Burmaster to slide in past the Rivermen defense and get that shot off. Would have been an interesting outcome to see the reaction from the Rivermen bench had that gone in. Off the draw. Makara shot deflects out of play. And Fusey plays it around the boards. Out to center ice. McMahon makes a move to get around Makara. He's forced back though. Finds some room at center ice. Unable to catch up to the puck. Renault VO plays it over and it's off of the head of either McMahon or Burmaster and over the glass. Looks like the face-off will remain inside the Mariners' end, so it must have deflected off of Burmaster. Off the face-off, the Mariners receive the puck, and Gustafsson skates it across the blue line. He drops it for Sear. Sear's shot is deflected out of play on its way to the net. 7:53 gone in the third period. And the puck comes outside the blue line. Dennison unable to keep it in with the pass attempt to Tam. Tam gets it back across to Dennison, who plays it through center ice. Lau gets it ahead to Gustafsson. His pass attempt is picked off by the Rivermen. Moyes misplayed it at center ice, and it's a giveaway to Tam. Back to Sear. Stick check by Victor to regain the puck for the Rivermen. Moyes passes it ahead to Halford. Halford across the blue line. In with the Rivermen. The shot by the Rivermen. Unable to find the target. Roberts. Back come the Mariners. Gustafsson stop kicked away by Oberoi. The rebound sent wide. Another opportunity back to the point. Reum looking for the deflection from Gustafsson in front. And it goes to the far corner. Wow. Tying up the Riverman player in the far corner. Gustafsson looks to center for Sear. The Riverman will skate it out to center ice. And Bird does a good job to get the puck deep. Berkeliev turns it over to Moyes in the near corner, who looks to throw it out into the slot, but it's kept to the perimeter by the Mariners. Ashton looks to steal it, but Hamry breaks loose out to center ice. 1-on-4. Hamry shoots. Oberoi makes the save. Bouncing puck out to center ice. Fleming unable to find it, but it's stolen back by the Rivermen. Shot from outside the circle is stopped. The rebound is cleared out to center ice. Kelly with the cross corner dump in. Fleming looks to play the body in the far corner. It's back out to center ice for the Mariners. Desbiens gets the puck deep and catches up to it. Oberoi was out to play it. And the puck finds its way over to the far boards. Desbiens to Hamry. Stolen back by the Rivermen. And taking away a potential breakaway from Johnson was Reume. Casita behind the Riverman net. He gets caught up. Storm Adams spins. He falls to the ice. Out come the Rivermen. Fleming passes over to the left wing, but it's broken up. Renault VO into the offensive zone. Shot on net is gloved down by Oberoi, who hangs on as we're past the midway point of the third period. 9:41 remaining in this 4-4 tie game. Off the face-off, Cousino from the back end of the forehand. It's stolen. Pass comes out to center ice for Nasita. He's knocked off the puck. He gets past Holford. Burmaster plays it back to Renault VO. Cousino out to center ice. Makara, backhand saucer pass to Cousino, who gets it deep. Racing after it is Kite, who knocks it back out to center ice, and it gets past everyone. Icing called against the Rivermen with 9:08 remaining. It'll be a quick turnaround for the Rivermen, who will play the 16-0 North Dundas Rockets on Sunday afternoon here at the Nick Smith Center. They have to like the way that they've played tonight against another top team in the Manotick Mariners. That's going to give them some confidence heading into the weekend, but boy, would they love a win against these Mariners. Their last opportunity to do so this season. Johnson. Bouncing puck at the blue line. 1-on-3. Halford gets it deep. Mariners find Dennison on the far side. Dennison carries it across the blue line. Backhand centering pass attempt goes behind the net. It's turned over at the near face-off circle. Sear has it knocked away by McMahon. Wafuzi's stick was lifted, and now the Rivermen with Oberoi to the bench for the extra attacker. Delayed penalty call coming up against the Mariners. Power loses possession as the Rivermen entered the offensive zone. And high sticking call against Lau for the Mariners will send the Rivermen to their fifth power play opportunity of the game after killing 4 penalties in the second period. The Rivermen tied the game on a power play goal from Spencer Roberts late in the second period. The Mariners not content with allowing another power play goal against here. With the game on the line late in the third period, they call their timeout. Lau, a little animated in the penalty box, discussing the call with the official. He cannot believe it. Usually this sort of animation could draw a secondary penalty, but the official, very composed thus far, hearing Lau out. And they're going to agree to disagree. The Rivermen 1 for 4 with the man advantage tonight. It's an opportunity to take their second lead of the game. They haven't led since scoring the game's opening goal in the first period. Rivermen with possession off the face-off. Out in front, Johnson. Down low to the far corner, back to the point. Nasita. Behind the Mariners' net. Pass back to the point. Saito towards the net. It deflects to the far corner. Nasita down low to keep the play alive. Pass back. But nobody is there. And Saito will collect it at the Riverman blue line. Through center ice, Holford carries it. It's knocked off his stick by Tam, and the Mariners clear it down the ice. Oberoi out to play it with 7:40 remaining in the third period. Back to pick it up once again. Riverman with a move. Saito plays it off to Johnson across the blue line. Halford drops it. A move at the far point by Nacita, who's tied up. And another clear by the Mariners, who have successfully cleared the puck the length of the ice 3 times so far in this penalty kill. 48 seconds left in the penalty to allow. Nearly a giveaway. Gustafsson steals it, tries to go 5-hole. No room to get the shot off, tries to bank it off Oberoi from the corner. He's taken down, and it's a pass ahead for Moyes on the breakaway. He's unable to break ahead, but he waits for help to arrive. Shot from the left circle is stopped by Berkeley. Moyes gloves it down to the backhand. He's unable to get the shot off. And a delayed penalty call coming up now against the Rivermen as Oberoi touches the puck. Slashing call against the Rivermen. Moyes with as good as an opportunity as you're going to find to get the go-ahead goal late in the third period. Unable to get the shot off and gets a slashing penalty after the fact. So the Rivermen now 1 for 5 with the man advantage. 18 seconds remaining on the penalty to allow before it'll be the 7th power play opportunity of the game for the Mariners. And now we have another timeout. This time the Mariners called their timeout. I thought that they would have called it the previous occasion. I didn't hear which team called it. It was, of course, the Rivermen who called the previous timeout to set up for the power play opportunity. However, the Mariners now take the 30-second timeout as they look to get set for their power play opportunity, which is 18 seconds away, as they will look to take the go-ahead goal late in the third period.
Yep. Take.
Off the face-off, the Rivermen behind their own net. Victor plays it out to center ice. An opportunity for the Rivermen. Jorston across the blue line. Still 4-on-4 shot from the left circle. Deflected wide. The Rivermen continue to battle. Now they have to regroup as their short-handed Lau is out of the box. Ended up calling it tripping against Moyes. If my memory serves me correctly, the signal was for slashing. However, tripping is the call. Sear back to the point. Dennison over to the right circle. Into the slot. Desbienne. Back to Dennison. Over to the right circle. Cross slot pass attempt is deflected out to center ice. Dennison plays it up the right side. Gustafsson makes a move. And another move to gain the offensive zone. Ashton tries to catch him on the back check. It's pushed back to the point. Pass down low. Trading places was Gustafsson. Sear to the right circle for Dennison. Back to Sear. From the right circle, his shot off the glass. Dennison races in to collect the puck. He tries to cycle it down low to Lau. Lau shrugs off a check and plays it back to Dennison. Dennison over to the Lau at the left circle. Back to Dennison. Over to the right circle. Sears walks in, and Oberoi slides across to make the glove save. 24 seconds left in the penalty to Moyes. And Oberoi with a timely save, short-handed to keep this game tied. Just over 5 minutes remaining in the third period. Burmaster had won the face-off, but the linesman said that the puck was not dropped fairly. Once again, the face-off, this time won by the Rivermen. out to center ice. Short-handed opportunity. Roberts' shot is stopped by Berkliev. Rebound to the far corner. Hamry reverses it for Dennison. 10 seconds left for the Mariners on the power play. Makara to the backhand. Out in front, tries to roof it. He didn't get under the puck enough, and Oberoi was able to make the save about a foot and a half to 2 feet off the ice and hang on for defense's own face-off with 3 seconds remaining on the Mariners' power play. Hamry's shot attempt is blocked. Moyes out of the box. Jorson comes off the bench. McMahon banks it out to center ice. But it's McMahon who benefits from the giveaway. McMahon's shot from the right circle is stopped by Berkliev, who comes out of the blue paint to take away the angle. McMahon ended up shooting it right in the crest of McMahon. Sorry, of Berkliev off the shot from McMahon. 4:35 remaining in the period. We're not quite at next goal wins territory, but a huge advantage to whoever is able to score next. Poke check. McMahon unable to sort it through the legs of Makara. Back through center, pass across to Burmaster. Burmaster from the near corner carries it behind the Riverman net out in front, looking for Cousino, but it's broken up by the Riverman and floated out to center ice for Renaud Viau. Cousino evaluates. He tries to pass it ahead, but tied up were Hamry and Makara. Both were too close to each other for either of them to definitively receive the pass. Now come in the Rivermen. Centering pass attempt broken up by a sprawled out Cousino. Alford unable to execute the centering pass. Great defensive play from Cousino. Rivermen back into the offensive zone. A drop pass results in a shot that's stopped by Berkliev. Renaud Viau plays it behind the net. It's floated out to center ice. 3:29 remaining. Unable to receive the pass. The far side of the blue line were the Rivermen, and now back come the Mariners. Cousino carries it across the blue line. He plays it out in front to the backhand, and he slides the puck past the far post, unable to beat Oberoi. Out to center ice, the Rivermen. 3-on-4, Nasita. Unable to get past Reum. Lau has the puck knocked off his stick. Denis unable to get past Reum. Sear plays it across to Tam. Tam drops the shoulder behind the net. Power tries to force the turnover. The Mariners are able to get it out to center ice. Lau pokes it up to Gustafsson. Gustafsson down the right side, carries it behind the net. He's knocked off the puck momentarily, but maintains possession. Back come the Rivermen. Could be a 2-on-1 opportunity for McMahon with Power. McMahon waits. It's a sliding effort to take away the passing lane out in front, and it's a shot off the post by Power. Power with the shot off the post and out of play with 2:18 remaining. The Rivermen that close to taking the go-ahead goal. Battle off the face-off. McMahon was tied up by Hamry. Renaud Viau through center ice, plays it to Hamry on the left wing. Hamry back in front looking for Renaud Viau, who was behind the defense but unable to receive the pass. Oberoi is able to get the stoppage and play with 2:03 remaining. "17 viewers at the moment. Thank you to everyone who's tuning in for this nail biter tonight. The only game tonight in the EOSHL. It's Friday night lights in Arnprior. shot from the right point is blocked on its way to the net. Bird plays it out to center ice off a skate. Halford gets it in deep. Roberts unable to get the inside position on Dennison, who knocks Roberts to the ice. Renovio in there as well. Desbienne plays it to the point, but not out. Shot attempt is blocked by Hamry. The Mariners will look to clear. It's out to center ice. Guafuzi played the puck over the Mariners bench and out of play with 1:29 remaining. Face-off is won cleanly by Power back deep in the Riverman end. Guafuzi plays it off the boards out to center. And a collision in the far corner. No penalty call pending. Cousino plays it over to Reum. Gustafson. It's it deep into the Riverman end. Lau in the far corner. Gustafson knocked down behind the Riverman net. We're inside the final minute of play in regulation. The Rivermen out to center ice. McMahon leads the rush across the blue line. A couple of stick handles into the slot, but he mishandled it. Sear with a nice play out to center ice to get past Power. Sear across the blue line tried to play it to the outside for Lau, who was not expecting it. Back comes McMahon with Halford. Fake the shot. Halford shoots it. Alex Halford, ladies and gentlemen, with the hat trick go-ahead goal with 36 seconds remaining. And the Rivermen, who have dropped 3 straight games to start the season series, will finish strong against the Manotick Mariners. With a second hat trick of the season for Alex Halford. And Berkeley have thought about it. He's going to the bench for the extra attacker. Still 26 seconds remaining. The puck is pinned along the far boards. It's stolen by the Rivermen. Unable to get past Tam. The Mariners get it deep. Overroy behind the net. Gave it away. It's a battle in front. Centering pass, they missed the net with the one-timer. It comes around the boards. It's kept in. 5 seconds remaining. The puck is blocked, and it's out. The Rivermen will win 5-4 and improve their record to 9-8 on the season. And they clinch the second seed in the Capital Division for home ice advantage in the first round of the USHL playoffs. A thrilling Friday night game where the Rivermen trailed by 2 goals in the second period. And they were outshot 39-31 with Anand Overroy stopping 35 shots to earn his second victory of the season. What a game for the Rivermen. You have to remember the second period when Johnny Sear knocked the puck out of midair. And for a second, he thought that he had earned a 4-2 lead for the Mariners. The goal was waved off due to a high stick. The Rivermen were able to come back to tie the game at 3. And once again in the third period, after giving up the go-ahead goal, they tied it at 4. And Alex Halford, once again the hero for the Rivermen, completed the hat trick with the game-winning goal with 36 seconds remaining. What a performance tonight by the Rivermen. Of course, you gotta mention Brett Ashton as well, dropping the gloves with Lucas Roy in the second period when the Rivermen looked defeated with not much gas left in the tank. That fight gave them so much life and so much energy that they'd carry into the third period to battle with these Capital Division leading Manotick Mariners right to the end, where they were able to pull it off and tie it all together. They've got 3 more games this season for the Rivermen. 2 of them will be at home on the RA Sports Network. The next game for the Manotick Mariners will be on Saturday, February 1st, as they take on the Pontiac Senior Comets at the Manotick Community Center. The next game for the Arnprior Rivermen will, of course, be Sunday at home against the North Dundas Rockets. The 16-0 North Dundas Rockets coming to town, who defeated the Rivermen by a score of 6-2 on January 18th. It'll be the second and final meeting of the season series between these two teams. And you know what? 16-0 is a nearly impossible team to beat. You look at that record and you think that you don't know if you're going to be able to pull it off. But now, after a performance like that tonight against the top team in the Manotick Mariners, that's got to give the Rivermen a lot of confidence heading into this weekend against North Dundas.
The last game of the season for the Rivermen.
Yeah, and as my broadcast partner Adriana is mentioning, there's only 3 games remaining this season for the Rivermen, so we'll take a look at the final 3 games of the season. Of course, Sunday against North Dundas. Saturday, February 1st, they take on the South Stormont Mustangs at 7:30. That will be our final home game and final regular season broadcast of the season before they finish off the regular season on the road against the Poggin Falls Rapids February 8th. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into tonight's game. We look forward to seeing you back here on Sunday against the North Dundas Rockets. Tonight's final score, 5-4. The Arnprior Rivermen defeat the Manotick Mariners. For my broadcast partner, Adriana Wong, I'm Ryan Woods. Thanks for watching, and have a great weekend, everybody.